Hey, how you doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you with another review. Today we got the Recon 1 XL and the Recon 1 Large. The Large we've done a review on before, but I just brought it up to compare it to the new one I have, the XL. We're going to be referring to the Special Projects Catalog, number 44, 2013, Lynn Thompson's catalog, cold steel. First, we'll start off with the smaller version. This is one of my all-time favorites for EDC and self-defense. I love this knife. Excellently made. It has a 4-inch long blade. It weighs 5.3 ounces. The blade thickness is 3.5 millimeters. The handle is 5 3/8 inches long. Overall length is 9 3/8 inches. Let's weigh it out. It's supposed to weigh 5.3 ounces. Weighs exactly 5.3 ounces. Next up, we got the Recon XL, the new one, the big boy, the big brother version of this one. It has a blade length of 5.5 inches. The weight is 8 ounces. The thickness is 4 millimeters. The handle is 6 3/4 inches long. Overall length is 12 1/4 inches. Let's weigh it out. Make sure it weighs what the catalog says. The weight is 8.3 ounces, so it's heavier than what the catalog says. The catalog claims 8 ounces, but lots of times they're not weighing the Tonto versions. The Tonto versions always weigh more. Always be aware of that. They usually weigh more than the other blades. It's an excellent knife. Look at that. I love this knife. Let's talk about them a little bit. Both of them have American G10 handles, no liners. Both of them have heat-treated aluminum back spacers, 6061 aluminum back spacers. Both of them have Teflon coating, black Teflon coating. Both of my versions are the Tonto blade, which is my favorite for these, and the Voyagers. I like the Tonto blade on the Voyagers too. I have the clip blade version in this one, but I don't think I'll get the clip blade version in this one because I'm not too big of a fan of the clip blade version. I know lots of people are. I'm not knocking it. It's just my preference. I like the Tontos. The reason why I like the Tontos in these is I like that thick spine all the way down. It stays 3.5 millimeters on this one all the way down to the tip almost. This one stays 4 millimeters all the way down on the tip almost. You can see that? It gives the blade a lot of strength. And these are tactical knives to me. These aren't utility knives. If you want the utility version, I would go for the clip blade version then. But I didn't buy these to be a utility knife. I bought them for tactical reasons. For self-defense reason, in case I ever have to defend myself. And for that, I prefer the Tonto blade. Tonto blade has got a mean snap cut. I don't know if you've seen that on the YouTube videos. You can see it in a lot of different places. But the snap cuts are really tough. It also has very good penetrating power. I've seen on YouTube people penetrating hoods of trucks and metal trucks and things, with this blade without deforming the blade tip. It's a very strong blade. I've even seen people use these for batoning. I don't condone that. These are pocket knives. These aren't hatchets or survival knives. Urban survival maybe, but they're not meant to be used like an axe or a hatchet. I don't think that's what they're meant for. Cold steel makes in my opinion, they really make self-defense knives. People use them for everything else because cold steel makes them so tough and strong with the triad locking system. It's like a folding fixed blade. And they're probably the strongest locking mechanism on the planet for folding knives. Strongest Loctite. These have been lubed up. You know how I do. I lube them all up. They function flawlessly. These are beautiful knives. Highly recommend them. They're ambidextrous. This one comes with a totally ambidextrous thumb stud, the big one, as opposed to the large model. It comes with a thumb stud that it comes out, protrudes on both sides, but on the left side is kind of small, the right side is big. But I'm sure you can flip it around. I haven't done that. I'm sure you can flip it around. And they both come with pocket clips for both sides. So they can be totally ambidextrous. If you're left-handed, this knife will work for you. If you're right-handed, it works for you too. The only drawback to these is the coating. I understand the coating wears off fast, but I'm not going to use mine for utility purposes. I've had this one for a couple of years now, and it is starting to show wear on the spine of the blade. You know, just from carrying it in my pocket. But I don't use it for utility purposes or cutting chores or whatever. So the blade finish stays pretty nice on it. I'm sure, you know, I've seen on YouTube where people have used these for, you know, heavy duty cutting and stuff like that. The finish starts to wear off. If that ever happened to me though, I would just take off the finish and let it be a stonewash knife. That's what I understand is underneath this finish. But they don't have any liners, just thick G-tips, G10 slabs, American G10 with Oz 8A cold steels, proprietary stainless steel that they use pretty much on all their knives, all their folding knives. And it works really good because it's easy to resharpen. I've never had rust problems, but I use Militech 1 on all my knives, and I coat them with that, and it seems to protect them. I don't know if it's that or if it's just that the steel doesn't rust that well. But they hold up very nicely. I love this one. I've been wanting this one ever since I saw it. Because I love the big Voyager. I have a big Voyager Tonto too, I think that you've seen. If you've seen my videos. If not, you can see them online. I have a Tonto Voyager XL and I have the large XL. So to me, this is like a new pair. It's a Oyaban and a Koiban. The boss and the soldier. I love these. I like the G10 because it's a little bit thinner than the Grivery handles, and it's got a super duper grip. It feels really good in your hands. If you haven't had experience to feel one of these or hold one of these, you need to get one because they feel really good. The handle's not neutral, but it's almost neutral. It has good finger choils, good grip. It doesn't feel like your hand's even thinking about sliding forward. And they're good for reverse grip. Really good grip. And they're easy to manipulate in your hands. Very nice. Cold Steel did an excellent job with the Recon series, I think. And these are super strong knives. I saw somebody break one on purpose. They wanted to see if the handle would break first or if the blade would break first. And the blade ended up breaking first. The handle didn't break and the knife still would function and lock up and everything. So that lets me know that this G10 is like really good handle material. It might be better than the Voyager handle material with the Grivery and the heat-treated aluminum liners. I don't know. I'm not going to test it out and find out. I like my knives. I'm not into destroying things. These are my knives. I buy them with my own money. Cold Steel doesn't send them to me. I don't work for Cold Steel. I wish I did, but I don't. But these are excellent knives with Andrew Dimko Triad Lock. That's what makes Cold Steel knives so great to me is the Andrew Dimko Triad Lock for their folders. That's the reason why I like their folders so much. It's not so much because of the steel or that's made by Cold Steel or whatever like that. It's because I like this lock. I don't like knives that have the chance of folding back on my hand. I've had problems with liner locks from well-made manufacturers. I'm not going to list any names, but fold back on me or poorly made lockback designs from well-made manufacturers too fold back on me. I'm not going to mention names, like I said, but I've never had a problem with the Triad Lock. Recon 1 XL, awesome. It's an awesome blade, and it's fast. It's just as fast as the little one. Has a nice authoritative sound. Very nice. Recon 1 large. This is one of my favorite pocket carry knives. It's a good size. I always like the ones that carry all the time that are about 5 inches in handle length, 5 inches over, I mean a little bit over 5 inches, a little bit under 5 inches is okay with me. Because I like to be able to totally grip the handle with a little bit of the pommel protruding out the back. And I like it when the grip is so small that my pinky finger barely fits on the handle. I like to have a full grip on the handle if I'm gonna carry the knife, because then I feel like it's it just gives me more confidence if I have to use it for an emergency situation. I like that grip. It's really good grip. And the blade length is long enough to be used as a good self-defense knife and be a little bit intimidating. And it's light. This feels light in your pocket. Both of these feel light in your pocket. Even though the other one weighs 8 ounces, it still feels light in your pocket. This one has a really good grip too. I love it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to show you. Good forward grip. And the blade goes wherever your thumb goes. I like that. It's a nice blade. Okay. There's my Recons. Hope you enjoyed. Stiletto out. Peace.